Lionel Richie's music has been an aphrodisiac for many couples over his long-running career. From his days in the Commodores to his life as a solo artist, he's been at the forefront of numerous hits catered to lovers, such as Endless Love, Truly, and Stuck on You. However, his own love life has had many ups and downs, including 2 failed marriages that no romantic song could save. Lionel married his first wife, Brenda Harvey, in October of 1975. They were college sweethearts at Tuskegee University and started dating around the time Lionel joined his group, the Commodores. After years of not being able to conceive a child of their own, the couple informally adopted Nicole Camille Escovedo in 1983, the 3-year-old daughter of Lionel's band member, Peter Escovedo, and wife, Karen Moss, when it became apparent that they couldn't afford to provide for their daughter. Nicole is also the niece of drummer Sheila E. The Richies raised Nicole, later known as Nicole Richie, as their daughter and adopted her legally when she was 9 years old. Speaking about her adoption, Lionel told Piers Morgan in 2015 how her parents were having difficulties with their relationship. So it took about maybe a year for me to just fall in love, and she was a little button, and of course, by that time, I was dad. So I said, okay, here's what we're going to do. You're going to make everyone wish that they had adopted you. You are going to make everyone in your family wish they actually had a chance to get you back. And that's when I said, let's adopt her. Even though Lionel and Brenda's relationship appeared to be flourishing at one point, that would all change in 1984. While performing at the closing ceremony for the 1984 Summer Olympics, 35-year-old Lionel met a 17-year-old girl named Diane Alexander. She was there to perform as a dancer while Lionel sang. They would begin dating 2 years later. Fun fact, Diane also appeared in the music video for Lionel's 1986 hit song, Dancing on the Ceiling. When they started dating, his relationship with Brenda was said to be over. However, they weren't divorced yet. Make no mistake about it though, she wasn't the only woman he was messing with behind his wife's back. Lionel and Diane were pretty hot and heavy for quite some time, and according to neighbors, he snuck out to see her at her apartment constantly. Then, in 1988, Lionel filed for divorce from Brenda. Brenda must have had suspicions about her husband's infidelity, as verified by her actions after arriving at Diane's Beverly Hills apartment one night. Lionel didn't have to ask. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? When his wife suddenly materialized shortly after 2 a.m. According to People magazine, when Brenda caught him over there, she lost it, allegedly kicking her husband where the sun don't shine, even though many reports more delicately refer to the stomach area. He then fled the scene, leaving Diane behind. So now with Lionel gone, Brenda directed her anger towards Diane, beating her senseless. Neighbors called police after they heard a woman screaming, and officials say they walked in on an assault in progress. Brenda's rage was apparently so out of control that it took multiple officers to get her off of Diane. Lionel later phoned and stated to officers that he indeed had been assaulted as well. A neighbor of Diane's reported, "They were screaming and you could hear everything. Lionel was there, and it was obvious that his wife had just found him with Diane. His wife was really, really mad. Glass broke and furniture crashed around inside. It sounded like she was killing someone." Another neighbor, referring to Brenda, said, "They had to push her down on her chest on the ground to get the cuffs on her. She kept screaming for Diane to help her. She kept screaming, 'Diane, don't let them do this to me, please, Diane.'" Diane refused medical treatment, but Brenda was treated for a cut on her right ankle and returned to police custody. Brenda was charged with corporal injury to a spouse, resisting arrest, trespassing, vandalism, battery, and disturbing the peace. She was released on $5,000 bail. Lionel and Brenda finally divorced in 1993, after nearly 18 years of marriage. When asked about his feelings on the split in a 1996 interview with the Los Angeles Times, he said, "It was like trying to unglue something that was supposed to be permanent in your life. It was very painful. It was very, very difficult, especially with a child in the middle." Lionel and Diane married in 1995. They went on to have 2 children, a son, Miles Brockman Richie, and a daughter, Sophia Richie, before ultimately divorcing in 2004 due to irreconcilable differences. She requested a whopping $300,000 per month in spousal support. $20,000 of that budget was so she could pay for plastic surgery. In the end, the divorce reportedly nearly cost Lionel a staggering $20 million.
Sprinkle, sprinkle.
Not much is known about Lionel's love life over the years that followed. It wasn't until 2014 that news broke about him having a new, young, and beautiful woman in his life named Lisa Parigi. While her exact age is unknown, Lisa is said to be 40 years Lionel's junior. They were first introduced by mutual friends. She's of Swiss, Caribbean, and Chinese ancestry, grew up in Switzerland, and speaks 4 languages. She's the founder and CEO of a luxe candle line, the Estate Collection, and the skincare line, Glow Up Beauty. Prior to launching her own businesses, she worked as a model, as well as in the corporate technology industry. As far as getting married for a 3rd time, according to Lionel, that's not happening. He has actually gone on record saying that his ex-wives have ruined marriage for him, and that he has no intention of ever getting married again. He told the Mirror in 2016, "I'm willing to become a father again. I might have just let a secret slip there, but so be it. Lisa and I are cool with the idea of children. Marriage, on the other hand, is a very different issue. It's a bad idea for men. I've been there twice and it was very expensive for me. I've no idea to go there a 3rd time. Women have killed it for me. Kids aren't the problem. Ex-wives are. That's why I won't marry again, but I'm happy to commit in other ways." Lisa has insisted she's happy with their relationship as it is, saying, "Lionel has been there twice and it was definitely tough for him. I don't need a ring to validate my relationship with him. What we already have is enough. So many people need marriage to validate a relationship, but I'm not one of them. Lionel doesn't owe me anything." Lisa also seems to fit right into the family dynamic. Even though the couple is very private, she occasionally joins Lionel and his children on the red carpet for awards shows or special events.